Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 67th annual Damon College Commencement Ceremony. My name is Aaron Joyle, and I will be serving as Master of Ceremonies. Out of respect for our graduates and their distinguished guests, I ask that you please turn off your cell phones, your pagers, or your beepers. The ceremony will last approximately 1.5 hours. This can be a long time to sit still, so if your children are uncomfortable, there are couches in the lobby where they may rest without disturbing the dignity of today's ceremony. Thank you for your understanding. In a few minutes, the official ceremony will begin with a formal procession. I will describe the various constituents of the processional as they enter the room, but for now, here is a preview. Heading the academic procession will be the academic gonfalon carriers, who will enter in 2 separate aisles and will form a single line across the stage. These gonfalons represent the various academic fields of study and academic degrees. Each banner will be carried by the department chair. On each gonfalon, you will see the name Damon College in blue and white, and the department name in the traditional color for that academic field of study. Following the gonfalons, 2 academic marshals will lead our graduating students into the room in the 2 aisles. The academic marshals are Adrian Williams, Senior Academic Advisor, and Danielle Weaver, Director of Residence Life. Marching next will be the Damon College faculty, who will be led by faculty member and Associate Dean for Behavioral Science and Social Work Programs, Dr. George Seifert, Jr. The faculty will march according to faculty rank and then years of service, followed by the administrators. Pay attention to the academic regalia, the robes, the caps, and the hoods. The colors lining the academic hoods that are draped across their shoulders represent the academic field of study and the academic institution where each professor received their degree. Academic regalia often reflect unique institutional styles. Finally, following the faculty and administrators will be the platform party, the officials who will be seated on the stage. The Faculty Senate President, Dr. Matthew Ward, will lead the platform party, bearing the traditional ceremonial college mace. In the spirit of this tradition, Dr. Ward, holding the mace, will lead the platform party, headed by Dr. Thomas Stewart, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gary A. Olson, President of Damon College. The other members of the platform party are the trustees and officers of Damon College and our commencement speaker, Dr. Candace Johnson. In just a few moments, it will be time to begin the ceremony. The academic gonfalon carriers. the academic marshals leading the graduating students of Damon College, class of 2018. the Damon College faculty and administrators, being led by faculty member Dr. George Seifert, Jr. Faculty Senate President, Dr. Matthew Ward, will now lead Trustee Chair Thomas Stewart and President Gary Olson, followed by the platform party.
As President of the College Faculty Senate, I hereby declare the 67th Annual Commencement of Damon College in session. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to offer my congratulations to our graduates, their family and friends. The faculty have truly enjoyed working with you during your time at Damon and wish you much success in the future. I now ask everyone to please stand for the Canadian and the American National Anthem. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Class of 1974 alumnus, Dr. Thomas Stewart.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I welcome you, the graduates of 2018, your families and friends. The students of Damon are the reason the trustees meet, deliberate, and act. You are our reward. Your legacy began the day you walked onto the campus of Damon College. You have triumphed, you've persevered, you are forever members of a great family, the Damon College family. The college is very proud of you and all that you've accomplished. On behalf of the trustees, thank you for a job well done.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the president of Damon College, Dr. Gary A. Olson.
Honored guests, graduates, friends, and relatives of the graduating class of 2018, welcome. We're gathered here this afternoon to honor our graduates for their achievements at Damon College. This commencement ceremony is rooted in rich tradition and symbolism. The awarding of academic degrees dates back to the 12th century. The mace, as a symbol of institutional authority, is a tradition from the 13th century. And the medallion and chain of the presidential office originated in the Middle Ages as a symbol of self-governance and academic freedom. This afternoon, we carry on that centuries-old tradition. I would like to begin by introducing the trustees of Damon College who are in attendance here today. The trustees are the governing body of Damon College. These are individuals who selflessly give their time and effort to oversee our efforts to make Damon the first-rate college it is today. I'll ask each trustee to stand as I call his or her name and to remain standing. Please hold your applause until all the trustees in attendance are standing. The Chair of the Board of Trustees, Thomas Stewart, Class of 74 and President of Millsport Medical. Vice Chair of the Board, Catherine LePage Campbell, Class of 84 and Vice President for Operations at Centene Corporation. Robert Corr, President of Corr Companies. Gail Mitchell, former Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Western District of New York. Paul Safran, President of Van Oker Refractories. Arthur Wingirter, President of Univera Healthcare. Wayne Wisbaum, Partner at Kavanoki Cook. Brenda Young, Professor and Director of Global and Local Sustainability at Damon College. John Yurchak, Chair and owner of Calspan Corporation and President of Matrix Development Corporation. Please help me recognize and thank the distinguished trustees of Damon College. I would also like to recognize the members of the President's Cabinet who are with us today. I'll ask each to stand and remain standing, and once again, please hold your applause until all are standing. Lisa Areta, Interim Vice President for Business Affairs and Treasurer of Damon College. Michael Brogan, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the college. Gregory Nair, Vice President for Student Affairs and Strategic Initiatives. Craig Harris, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Frank Williams, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Brandy Guerno, Interim Director of Athletics. Kelly Duran, Chief Information Officer. And Sherry Gustav-Preswozny, Executive Director of the Office of the President and Board of Trustees. Please help me recognize and thank the talented members of the Cabinet. At the heart of Damon College is an accomplished and dedicated faculty. Our faculty spend countless hours ensuring that our students receive the finest education available today. And they're also distinguishing themselves nationally through their groundbreaking research and creative works. Their commitment is one reason why the graduates here today are so accomplished and so well prepared to take on the challenges of a competitive world. Would the faculty and the emeritus faculty of Damon College please rise and be recognized? Equally accomplished and dedicated are the staff and administrators of Damon College. They too work tirelessly, often behind the scenes, to ensure that our students receive the attention and support that will give them every opportunity to be successful. Would the staff and administrators of Damon College please rise and be recognized? The graduates of Damon College hold leadership positions in nearly every state in the nation and around the world. They're attorneys and judges, nurses and surgeons, teachers and professors. Our alumni are active, enthusiastic, and generous supporters of the college. And this support from our alumni helps make Damon the first-rate college it is today. Would the alumni of Damon College please stand and be recognized? Graduates, you belong to a very special class of citizens. Only 1/4 of the people of our nation earn a college degree. In other words, 3/4 of our citizens do not go on to earn a college degree as you have. You have earned a high distinction. You're part of an educated elite. While you have demonstrated mastery of your academic area of study, perhaps the most important ability you have acquired is a habit of mind. The ability to think critically and analytically about the world. This is an ability that will help you make wise choices for the rest of your life. And this ability may well be the greatest asset you take away with you when you leave here today. In fact, this ability may be more important than ever before. We're experiencing a time in our culture when many of the values we cherish most as educated citizens are under question and even under attack. Facts, evidence, conclusions based on facts and on sound reasoning, the scientific method, even science itself. It's a time when opinions and alternative narratives are thought to carry the same weight as actual verifiable facts and even what we can see before us with our own eyes. Now more than ever, educated citizens are being challenged to reaffirm, champion, and put to good use the values and skills we all share as educated citizens. Our collective future depends on a populace of critical thinkers. It depends, in part, on you. As college-educated citizens, you have a heavy responsibility, and it all starts today. Now, graduates, you're members of a very special college, and I feel confident that no matter what challenges you experience in your life, you will continue to meet those challenges with wisdom and integrity. Now, graduates, this is, of course, a very special day. You've worked many long, hard days and weeks and years to get to where you are today. But I ask that you take a moment right now and reflect on just how far you've come. You have every right to be very proud of your accomplishments, and everyone in this room is proud of you as well. Now think about it. While you invested much hard work in your education over the past several years, you did not arrive here without help. Your success, which we're celebrating here today, was a collaborative effort. I would like to ask the faculty and staff of Damon College once again to please rise. Faculty and staff. Class of 2018, help me thank them for all they did for you. I'd like to ask another group to stand. Would our graduates, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, wives, husbands, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, partners, and significant others, please rise, all of you, family members. Help me thank them for all they did for you. Well done. Graduates, I congratulate you and wish you well as you go forth and experience greater challenges than you've ever done before. Do not forget the skills that you developed here as you become the successful individuals I know you will become. Do not forget your professors, and certainly do not forget Damon College. You are now and forever part of the Damon community. We hope to see you often back on campus, and I'm certain that you will make us proud that you are one of our graduates. Graduates, go out and do good in the world. Congratulations to you all.
The Buffalo Philharmonic Chorus will now perform "I Will Sing."
I
As president of the Faculty Senate, I have the honor of introducing this year's keynote speaker. Dr. Candace Johnson is president and CEO of Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center, making her the first woman to serve in this top leadership role. She is also the Wallace Family Chair in Translational Research and Professor of Oncology at Roswell Park. Active in the Buffalo-Niagara region, Dr. Johnson serves on the Damon College Community Advisory Board and the boards of the Catholic Health System and Buffalo-Niagara Partnership, among others. She is also a member of the National Institutes of Health Reviewers Reserve and many professional and scientific societies. Dr. Johnson has earned many accolades and has authored or co-authored nearly 200 journal publications, book chapters, and abstracts. She also serves in senior editor, associate editor, and editorial board capacities. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Candace S. Johnson, who will deliver the 2018 commencement address.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, President Olson, for this wonderful opportunity. Damon's an incredible institution in Western New York, and all of you guys out there, you're graduating. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So I can remember, when I sat in the audience like this, it was a different world, and it was different. There were issues where it was much more difficult for a woman to succeed, especially in a role like I have. I truly have knocked through that glass ceiling, and I take that very seriously as far as my role as for a role model for other women, for people, anyone who wants to succeed where it's perhaps difficult. So what I'd like to do today, and I know all the families here, you guys are all here to celebrate, have a nice lunch after this and celebrate this wonderful day of graduation. So I don't want to belabor my standing up here, but what I'd like to do, and I hope that at least I give you a couple sort of pointers or things that you could take with you as you go through in your career. You may have no idea what you want to do, and not that you should at this particular point. But whatever it is that you do, I think that you need to be successful and you need to succeed. And, I think finding mentors is always really important, so I encourage you all, no matter where you are, to find someone to help you. There weren't a lot of female mentors when I was going through this, but I had some great men mentors. Hard to believe, I know, but true. But I mentor many young women in medicine and science today, and if any of you out there want to go into my field, just set up an appointment. I'd love to talk to you. But what things can you do as you go through in your career? And they're really, I've thought a lot about this because people have talked to me about what is it, how do you succeed? How do you think you got to where you are? And I think it's, there's a little luck involved in almost anything any of us do. But there are really sort of three things that I think are really important. One is you have to work really hard, and you're sitting there thinking, geez, of course you got to work hard. What are you, crazy? I'm not talking about just working hard. I'm talking about working so hard that you impress people and make a statement. My postdoc advisor, who still to this day I can call and say, oh my goodness, what's happening to me? And he still helps me. But he said to me, he said, Candace, as you go through your life, there's always somebody that's your boss. You're always going to have a boss. I mean, today I have a boss. The chairman of our board is my boss. But when that boss asks you to do something, you do it, and you do it as to the best of your ability, and you do it as quickly as you can. You drop everything and you finish it. Now you may sit there and think, well, how is that going to advantage me? The fact of the matter is that if someone asks you for a report on something, and maybe they think you're going to get it back to them in the next couple weeks, but you spend all night and you get it back to them the next day, what does that person think of you? They think, wow, this is an impressive person. And if you do this over and over and over again, you get noticed. It really is an important thing. So work hard, work above and beyond. You may say that you're a brown-nosed suck-up to do these things, but it pays off because it shows that you really care about what you're doing. So work hard is number one. The other thing that I think is really important is an optimistic attitude. We all know people, we all have them, close friends. They are so negative. Everything is, the glass is half empty. I'm sure you have people in your lives that are just, nothing is right. And many of those people can go on and be successful. I'm not saying that. But optimistic attitude makes you feel better, and it gives you encouragement that you can succeed. So you really need to be positive about yourself and about the people around you. You can succeed. Give yourself credit. And really be out there with a positive attitude. So you got to work hard, you need to have a positive attitude, and then the last thing is you may not know what you want to do, but put a beat on whatever that is, and don't let anybody deter you from that. You really have to be your best advocate, and you have to get there, and there's lots of ways to do this, and sometimes maybe your grades aren't good enough, because for me, my grades, my freshman year, my grades were terrible because all I did was party all the time. I graduated from a high school in Newark, Ohio. I was #1 out of 700 people in my grades. I thought I was so smart I didn't have to study or go to class. That's not true. And I had to live down that first quarter of bad grades up into graduate school. Well, what were you thinking, Miss Johnson? Well, I wasn't thinking. Obviously. But because of that, I could not succeed on my grades. So what I had to do is I had to demonstrate that I was smart, that I had perseverance, that I was directional, and it worked. And I think those are the things that have brought me on this stage today. And those are the things that, regardless of what you do, and regardless whether you're a man or a woman, and the color of your skin or your ethnicity, we all have challenges. Every single one of us do. And you have to just work hard to get through it, because you can. And be happy and be positive about things. This is one of the best days of your life. It's the beginning of really great stuff for each and every one of you. So enjoy the rest of your life. Be successful. Let me know if I can ever do anything for any of you. I mean that. Have a wonderful day, all the parents here, and be proud of these folks. They're really, it's an incredible achievement. So thank you very much. Have a great day. And it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Damon College values personal initiative, civic engagement, and the entrepreneurial spirit. We value hard work and the personal and professional success that derives from it. We value giving back to society and to the causes that promote these values. These are all values, as you just heard, that are exemplified by Dr. Candace Johnson. Dr. Johnson has drawn great praise and recognition for her tireless efforts as a leader in our region. She's a true role model to our students and to all of us. So, Dr. Johnson, we would like to honor your life's achievements by presenting you with an honorary doctoral degree. I now ask Dr. Candace Johnson and Chairman of the Board, Dr. Thomas Stewart, to please approach the podium. By the power vested in me by the Damon College Board of Trustees and by the Regents of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters and all the privileges associated with it. Congratulations to Dr. Johnson. Please help me thank her for all she's done. I just want Dr. Johnson to know that she'll always be an important part of the Damon community, and we're forever grateful for her support and help. So thank you very much, Dr. Johnson.
The Buffalo Philharmonic Chorus will now perform "You Are the New Day." Board member Mr. Paul Safran will read the citation for the Charles J. Lumsden Award, and Board of Trustee member Arthur Wingirter will present the award.
Damon College's Lumsden Award is presented annually to the senior with the highest cumulative grade point average in his or her graduating class. The award is named for Charles L. Lumsden, former Damon College trustee and chairman of the board, whose contributions on behalf of Damon and his students have provided a legacy of promise for future generations. It is a pleasure to present this year Charles L. Lumsden Award to Emily Ann Buzzard. Emily, would you please come to the stage? Emily is a social work major and has maintained a 3.98 average through her studies at Damon. During her time at Damon, Emily's academic work has been highly recognized. She was acknowledged as the top 10 first-year student, a member of the Dean's List, and an officer in both the Honors Program and Damon's Social Work Alliance. Emily is the epitome of hard work and has proven she is an excellent role model, serving as a resident assistant and as an academic coach and a trustee scholar. She has also served as a Seneca Babcock Community Chair and an active volunteer in the community. In her coursework, her interactions with faculty, peers, and classmates, and in her community involvements both on and off campus, Emily has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to high academic achievement. It is with great pleasure to present the 2018 Charles L. Lumsden Award to Emily Ann Buzzard. Congratulations.
The Buffalo Philharmonic Chorus will now perform Let the River Run. I now have the pleasure of introducing Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, Dr. Michael S. Brogan, who will present the candidates for degrees, and President Olson, who will confer them.
Members of the Board of Trustees, President Olson, and esteemed faculty, I have the honor of presenting the candidates hereafter to be named who, having completed the requirements, are eligible for baccalaureate degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Damon College and the regents of the state of New York, I welcome to the company of scholars the candidates hereafter to be named and confer upon them baccalaureate degrees.
In the interest of time, may I ask this audience to hold their applause until all the candidates have been presented.
never does.
Bachelor of Arts, English, Kelly Rose Ferreira, summa cum laude. Summer Elizabeth Phillipson, summa cum laude. Sarah Jean Horton, magna cum laude. History and Political Science. Shaquila Sakari Reed. Takia Aisha Lowe. Idania Ramirez. Shamela Shakira Shepard. Adriana Paige Patrick. Gretchen Lee Ringler, summa cum laude. Emily Catherine Crowley. Angela Hope Tyson. Emily Rose Elliott. Caitlin Courtney Cleese. Cassandra Lynn Fleischer. Natasha Shanae Baker. Isis Nairi Blunt. Kimberly L. Lewis. Sabrina Nicole Taylor. Stevie Angela Hewlett, Magic Five. Karen Annie Martinez. Ashley Nicole Daly. Chloe Rose Keith. Rashonda Salam. Teresa Kristen Savannah Wood. Erica Ann Piscato, summa cum laude. Jamie Marie Giuliano, cum laude. Janiga Maria Tatum. Jessica Monique Nahara McFarland, veteran, United States Army. Noah Patrick Vernon, summa cum laude. Shelby Ray Jansen, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Fatou Bion, cum laude. Joseph Charles Petronica. Randy William Obisotia, cum laude. Danielle Ramonia, cum laude. Anna Megan Simpson, cum laude. Jason James Farowski, cum laude. Julian China Marie Simone, summa cum laude. Mary Faith Rainer. Vincent Paul Marcelino. Jack Fiorella, magna cum laude. Joel David Kanzi, cum laude. Anthony Daniel Syracuse, magna cum laude. Danielle Elizabeth Osina, cum laude. Michaela A. Miller, summa cum laude. Kayla Ray Brown. Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Michael Dino Capistrani. John Michael Lamar, cum laude. Kathleen Marie Stravelli, magna cum laude. Isane Del Carmen. Business Administration. Gina Marie Fundamento, summa cum laude. Lucy Andre Tyrone Lamb. Xavier Rahman Long. Jacqueline Olivia Shapiro, magna cum laude. Rakita Taylor Marie Heinold. Paralegal studies, cum laude. Jay Lashane Gray. Rachel Margaret Whalen, summa cum laude. Emma Ann Chacon, summa cum laude. Marissa Ann Pierre. Kaylin Elizabeth Campo. Christopher Lee Suarez. Jared Paul Dennis, magna cum laude. Mitchell James Veneziani, magna cum laude. Brandon James Habermas. Mark Robert Wilson. Thomas Joseph Bartlett, cum laude. John Lawrence Van Wilson. Logan Allen Potter Barrett, magna cum laude. Education.
Congratulations. Thank you, Professor.
Kirsten Nicole Kessler, cum laude.
John, congrats. Congratulations. John, congrats.
Summa cum laude. Catherine Rose Minor, magna cum laude.
Logan, congratulations.
Jesse DeHaven. Helen Robert Gray. Leslie A. Webster. David Christopher Duvali. Samantha Ann Kellogg, cum laude. Elizabeth Irene Brenner, magna cum laude. Bianca Dominique Sandstone, cum laude. Adam Michael Lyons. Amanda Christina Sinslow, cum laude. Yaroslav Solovchik. Marissa May O'Neill, magna cum laude. Jazzy Niera Burst, cum laude. Renee Taylor Clark. Brandon Jenner. Kirsten Lynn Hanson, cum Hasbazak, Megan. Danielle Rose Klimowitz, cum laude. Stephanie Lynn Lazarus, summa cum laude. Stephanie Marie Obeth. Stacy Marie Davis. Carolina Marie LaSalle. Elizabeth Angel Mathis. Kenzie Rose Cole, summa cum laude. Alu Shayo Sarah Akinbogo Gay. Brian Franklin Chestovich, cum laude. Kristen James Kyle, Matthew James Creechin. Allison Christine Bartholomew, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Gallagher, magna cum laude. Brooke Ann Bittner, summa cum laude. Lauren Lee Fleischman. Christine Rose Anderson. Krista Ann Cohen. Jenna Diane Kent. Deanna Marie Serlin, magna cum laude. Camille Leah Green. Harrison J. Gordon. Timothy Ryan Kersey, cum laude. Andrew Moore Parks. Nicholas Peter Lasser, magna cum laude. Nicholas George Leota. Emily M. Harford. Anna Rose Cappadonia, magna cum laude. Caitlin M. Lithgow, cum laude. Chelsea Ann Candy, cum laude. Casey Nicole Lithgow, cum laude. Madison Ann Fiogan, cum laude. Danielle L. Taylor. Maria Janine Zekan, summa cum laude. Elise Marie Gapczynski, summa cum laude. Allison Lynn Christie, summa cum laude. Hugo Huez Guzman. Amanda Marie Morrisella. Matthew Dudley. Rachel Elizabeth Zine. Rebecca Terry Z, summa cum laude. Jennifer Helen Sargent. Matthew James Morrow, magna cum laude. Michael John Morrow, summa cum laude. Ellery Marie Roberts, cum laude. Carl Thomas Smiles. Brandon Robert Sullivan. Rachel Elizabeth Chopin, magna cum laude. Taylor Nicole Tilley, cum laude. Bethany Marie Seaback, magna cum laude. Emily Ray Rett, summa cum laude. Alexis Catherine Stewart. Kayla Jane Stenara, cum laude. Caitlin Rose Tobolski, magna cum laude. Jesse Reynolds Redford, cum laude. Elizabeth Nicole Magooter. Brittany Marie Staley. Parker Ramel, summa cum laude. Lauren Evelyn Gaskow. Lauren F. Wheat. Samantha Nicole Wendland. Lydia May Stout, cum laude. Margaret Ellen Shear. Rebecca Golby, cum laude. Mercy Edie B. Freeman. Janine Nicole Lewis, magna cum laude. Suzanne Orlean Harris, cum laude. Nancy Laverne Lake. David John Drew. Shannon Lee Waldo. Susan Evangeline Walter, magna cum laude. Sydney Noel Lampka, magna cum laude. Alicia Janae Brown, cum laude. Jamie Lynn Doucette, cum laude. Kimberly Ann Turner, cum laude. Michael James Broadbeck. Kimberly Alyssa Cochran, veteran, United States Army, summa cum laude. Christina Marie McGuire, summa cum laude. Brandon Lee Taylor. Caitlin Michelle Burley, magna cum laude. Crystal Manila Wagner, cum laude. Milan Hugh Wood. Alyssa Madonna Peoples, cum laude. Kimberly Bell Wallace. Shema Khalil Salata, summa cum laude. Tiffany Ray Payne. Elizabeth Toronto, magna cum laude. Madeline Mackenzie Mahoney, magna cum laude. Dana Marion Nosey, magna cum laude. Renee Ann Solana. Kelly Michelle Osmond, cum laude. Michelle A. Sherritt, magna cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Catherine Phillip, cum laude. Catherine Eric Patton, summa cum laude. Joelle Marie Kuzarowski, summa cum laude. Claudia Justine Reed, magna cum laude. Kayla Ann O'Mary. Elizabeth Ann Smith, magna cum laude. Sandra Denise Bailey. Carissa Kara Kiana Turner. Jacqueline Elizabeth Turner. Kendall Joy Brewer, magna cum laude. Paralegal studies. Alexander Jeffrey Gauze, summa cum laude. Amanda Paige McNally, magna cum laude. Nancy Catherine Holmes.
Vice President Brogan will now announce the turning of the tassels.
It is now time for the turning of the tassel ceremony. Standard protocol in the United States dictates that candidates for undergraduate degrees wear their tassels on the right side of their mortar boards at commencement. Then, during the turning of the tassel ceremony, all candidates move their tassels in unison to the left side of their mortar boards, signifying that they are now college graduates. Will all the candidates for degrees please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, please move your tassels to the left side of your mortar boards. You are now college graduates. I would like now to ask everyone in the audience to congratulate our graduates for a job well done. Please take your seats.
I would now like to introduce Catherine Page Campbell, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Class of 1984 alumna, who will present the induction into the Damon Alumni Association.
Damon College alums hold leadership positions around the world, making a difference in the lives of those they serve. It has always been considered an honor to be inducted into the Damon College Alumni Association. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and as a fellow alum, I hereby formally induct you into the Damon College Alumni Association. You are now and forever a member of this prestigious group and are eligible to all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come along with it. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few minutes, the Faculty Senate President will declare this ceremony officially concluded. Please remain in your seats until the platform party and the graduates have left the room. Diplomas for May graduates will be distributed in the Registrar's office in early June. Please check the Registrar's website and watch for diploma pickup emails for the exact date. Any diplomas not picked up from the Registrar's office will be mailed to graduates.
As President of the Faculty Senate, I hereby declare the 67th Annual Commencement Ceremony of Damon College has concluded.